Chapter 14, Spill the Beans, and it is our final chapter. It is called Dilemma Time. We land back in the basement of our house in Smithville. I'm so happy to have Prince back, I say, giving our wonderful dog a few scratches behind his ears. He loves those. I rub his head too. I missed him. Me too, Jonah says. Nothing felt right without him. He really is part of the family. Exactly. I know what you mean. I'm so glad everything worked out, Jonah says, but that was a close one. I smile. Sure was. I do think I want to keep going into stories after all, Jonah says. Do you? I nod. Definitely. I look at the mirror. Mary Rose, I call. I try knocking to see if the fairy who lives in our mirror will answer. Sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. The mirror ripples. Yay! We see the outline of Mary Rose's face in the mirror and her long hair. Hi, I say. We just came from Jack and the Beanstalk. But of course she already knows that since she's the one who sent us there. Hi, Abby and Jonah, she says. You did a great job. I almost decided never to go into these stories again, Jonah says, but then I changed my mind. Mary Rose smiles. Well, I hope you'll keep it up. You're almost ready for the big one. But making tough decisions isn't easy, is it? No, it's not. I think of Frankie and Robin. I'm about to ask Mary Rose another question. What exactly does she mean by the big one? But her face fades until the ripples are gone. Come on, I tell Jonah. We only have a couple minutes to get back to our rooms. We start up the basement steps with Prince at our heels, and Jonah says quietly, Abby? Yeah? Jack and the Beanstalk is still my favorite story. Good, I say. I'm glad. And when Nana used to read it to us, he says, I used to wish Jack was my big brother, so it was really awesome to meet him. I know, I say. I know. The big brother he never had. I mean, Jack was great, Jonah says, but I also saw that he wasn't perfect. He did trick us about Nellie the goose. I guess no one's perfect. That's true, I say. But, Jonah goes on with a sheepish smile, I don't think I need a big brother. I would never trade you, Abby. I'm glad you're my big sister. Oh, me too. My eyes get all teary. Is someone chopping onions in here? I squeeze him into a hug. Maybe I had to get a little jealous to see how much I like having Jonah for a little brother. When we reach the top of the stairs, instead of going up to his bedroom, Jonah heads for the living room. I'm going to go practice my sidekicks in the yard, Jonah says. I'm getting really good now. And like Jack said, it's all about confidence, or it's all about practicing. I love his new confidence, and my parents will definitely be surprised to see him practicing soccer before school. They'll be glad to see Jonah is feeling better and working hard. Have fun, I say with a yawn. Jonah heads off. I hear the sliding door to the backyard open and shut, and then a foot kicking a ball. I head upstairs with Prince. In my room, I go over to my jewelry box on my dresser and pick it up. My Nana gave the box to me. It's decorated with all the fairy tale characters. But whenever Jonah and I return from a story, the characters change to match how we changed their story. Before, Jack was standing next to a giant beanstalk with a goose in his arms. Now, he's wearing a suit and standing next to his mom and Devin. And his mom is wearing a wedding dress and Devin is in a tux. And two little puppies are curled at their feet. Oh, everything turned out all right. Abby, my dad calls, knocking on my bedroom door. Time to get up. You'll never believe it. Your brother's practicing soccer outside already. I believe it, I say to myself with a smile before climbing back into bed to pretend I just woke up. Hi, Abby, Frankie says when I arrive at school that morning. She's waiting for me in front of my locker. I open my locker and put my jacket inside, then close it. Hi, I say. So what do you think I should do, she says. Should I tell Daria I can't go to our party tomorrow because I already have plans? Right, the movie night dilemma. I remember what my mom said. What do you think you should do? I ask Frankie. She tilts her head. Well, I do already have plans with you and Robin, but they're the same plans every week. And this is a birthday party. It's a once-a-year thing. You do what feels right to you, I say. I really think that's the best answer. What feels right to me might not feel right to Frankie or Robin, and that's okay. But Robin's upset, Frankie reminds me, so I should go to movie night, right? I can't answer that for her. That has to be up to Frankie, not me. Well, tell me this then, Frankie says. Why aren't you upset about the idea of me not going to movie night? I think about what happened in Tradetown. I was upset at the beginning, at least a little. I get why you want to go to the party, but I also get why Robin is upset. Plans are plans, but sometimes plans change. Just like sometimes stories change, and it can save lives when they do. I see both sides, I explain, and you're both right. Frankie nods. Okay, I know what to do. Really? I ask. What? Robin heads towards us. Her strawberry blonde hair is in a low ponytail. Frankie, I think I was being a bit harsh, she says. You should go to Daria's party. Frankie laughs. But I already decided to hang out with you guys. Your feelings are more important to me than a party. You're my best friends. Oh. Robin grins. I really appreciate that. And I feel the same way. That's why you should go to the party. But I was thinking, why don't we have our movie night tonight? That way we can all be there, as long as it works for both of you. I talked to my parents and they said tonight works too. Oh, I say, I can do tonight. Me too, Frankie says with a big grin. Hooray, they both cheer. Fantastic, Penny exclaims, pushing her way between us. If movie night is tonight, then I can come too. Oh, I say. Yay. She flips her hair off her shoulder. It's perfect. It can be at my house. I still get to choose the movie, Robin says quickly. If you insist, Penny says. But I have some suggestions, and I'm picking the snacks. Sigh. Sounds good to me, I say. And it kind of does. Penny has a good couch for curling up on. You know, Penny says, if it would make more sense to move movie night to Friday night permanently, don't you think? It could be Penny, Robin, Abby, and Frankie movie night. She grins. We'll call it Fram. Oh, beans. That's kind of funny that instead of saying, oh, crumbs, she's using, oh, beans. Oh, so Penny, Robin, Abby, and Frankie movie night. That sounds really fun. And that sounds like a great way to end the book. And they realize, like, someone can't make a decision for you all the time. Sometimes what might be right to someone else might have a different opinion on that. So we just have to think of both sides when there's a situation or a problem. So I think those friends figured it out and how to solve that problem. So whatever after Spill the Beans by Sarah Mlynowski, published by Scholastic Books. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And that is the newest book that she came out with in the series. And then there is the special edition Abby and Oz, which I'm going to read this summer. So next week for our read-alouds, I'm going to do some fairy tales, and it's going to be fairy tales told in the point of view of someone other than the normal main character. So stay tuned for those. Those are some of my favorites. All right, see you later.